Hello, this is about take 777. Oh my god, it's not as easy as it looks. I couldn't get my microphone to work, that was the first few takes. So I've just ditched this, and I'm really sorry about the noise in the background. When I came out here first about 20 minutes ago into the garden, it was nice and peaceful, but unfortunately it's a sunny day and people are gardening and children are playing in the playground about 6 doors away. Dogs are coming and going and barking, and yeah. So anyway, my name is Elizabeth. I have filmed my garden about 2 weeks ago, and this is the introduction for it. The reason I filmed the garden is I'm going to be working on over the winter, and hopefully by this time next year it will be blooming marvellous. I hope it looks really good. Last year I didn't get a lot of time, energy or knee wise to do anything. I kept it going, but I didn't do any extras, and this year I've been able to do a little bit more, but I was very busy over the summer months with work. I did a lot of overtime, but that's part of the joy. I love gardening, and I'm going to aim to work on it over the winter so that come spring it won't be kind of the usual mad rush, a bit like with the Fly Lady system, little and often. I have some plans for some new paving in this area, which is I call the secret garden, and you'll see that at the end, and a big tidy up generally. Hopefully a new wildlife pond, not too big, and yeah, I'm probably repeating myself now because, to be honest, after trying this for so many times, it's not easy, but look, I'm doing it. Hello and welcome to a little tour of my garden. It's coming to the end of the summer season, so everything isn't as blossoming as it was, but I think it's still pretty good. It's kind of a mishmash. Oh, there's my little dog Socks, she's 16, and there's our other little dog called Pixie, she's just over a year old. Yeah, that's Socks, she's a border collie. This on top of the wall is a big box that we made, and I fill it with plastic window boxes that I change for the season. Slight interruption there. Back to the garden. This flower bed here is gone a bit wild, and I'm hoping to tidy it up in the next few days. This is an area in the middle, and my sweet peas, which I'm absolutely loving. I'm picking every couple of days and bring beautiful scent into the house. And Asta Maria, that's a lilac tree that's not blooming at the moment. It was earlier on the year, it was lovely. Originally I planted it, it's a bit crooked, but hey ho. That's a lily that I got a clipping from next door. A hydrangea is not doing brilliantly. I have no idea what this is called. I planted it last year because I wanted a bit more colour in the middle of the garden. This is kind of bamboo, fern, Christmas tree kind of bed. I just plonk things in and see how it works. My garden's quite long and narrow, and it's divided between this path, which is ours, and the path you can kind of see to the right of the picture there, which is next door's. I've tried to break the garden up into little garden rooms. Those trees, one I've called Natasha and one is called Joshua, after my daughter and my grandson. A huge crop of gooseberries we got out of this year, and we have rhubarb that we haven't really used actually, because I've tried not to be using extra sugars. There's some peas I recently planted in the hope to get a last crop out of them. In this bed I had loads of potatoes. Now that's what's left of them, but they're still viable. In this bed there was also potatoes, which I'm going to get a few out for our dinner. Very satisfying getting potatoes. This was the no dig method. I planted the potatoes, and instead of earthing up, we just threw grass cuttings on top, and it makes it really easy to get the potatoes out. And as you can see, we've had a lovely crop. It's from 1 or 2 stalks, I think. So yeah, and they're really tasty potatoes this year actually. I don't know, sometimes you garden and things grow and other times they don't. It's not always up to us, it's sometimes just Mother Nature. Over here I have a little asparagus bed that I just planted this year. I've planted 4 quarums, I think they're called, but only 3 took. This is some spinach I've just planted. In this bed there was peas, which are kind of gone past now, but we've had great, and a load of onions. This is another flowery area that it's mostly roses apart from that allium. I'm hoping to add another 1 or 2 roses to it for next year. The plastic in the background is going to be changed with glass. It's kind of another area I use for germinating. That's a little rose that I grew from a clipping. Blueberries, sage, water butts, essential for watering even though we live in Ireland. I use that water butts to water in the polytunnel a lot. I just have some kale there that I planted, and some cauliflowers, a couple of dahlias I just stuck in. It's nice to have a few flowers in the polytunnel. There's the onions that we grew this year drying off. Towards the end I have tomato plants, which were very late, but we're getting a lot of tomatoes now, and the same with the grapes. Cucumbers, there's still some coming in that. Courgette down there. Some echinacea flowers. Again, I just popped some flowers in for colour. Runner beans, which this year are really, really bad. I don't know, I think it was too hot for them. I haven't got any runner beans after 16 years. It's the worst runner beans ever. I wanted a private area in our garden because we're a bit open. So we've built this little area down at the end, and it's really peaceful because the front of the house is on the street, but this area is really quiet. It's a wild hedge here, which I planted about 15 years ago for nature. We need to cut it back. And this is the rockery at the end, which was built from a lot of stone that was taken out when we made some changes in the house and turned it into a rockery, which is beautiful in spring. But as I said, it's a beautiful area to sit in. It's really peaceful. This is a bed I put in this year, too close to the apple tree. Excuse me. I think I'm going to turn that into a pond next year where I put the bed. I put sweet corn in, but it was probably not a sunny enough spot for it, so it hasn't done brilliantly. Some raspberries I was given towards the end of the year that I've just popped in, and they're growing. More potatoes, which are going well. Thanks very much for taking the time to watch the end of the video. Yeah, I hope I'll see you soon and show you some things that we've been working on. Alright, in the meantime, mind yourselves and happy gardening.